Sorry, guys, this is a wall walk over here.
That's extended remix.
I didn't mind it, actually.
I'm sorry. Hi. Ladies and gents, Rob Benedict.
Rob Benedict.
And Richard Spade. Go ahead, go. You
Chicago Zone.
Via Nashville, via
Chicago's Disso. I'm cool, dude. What?
What did I miss?
Everything.
Okay, 35 minutes solo?
Yeah.
Sorry, Billy.
Sorry, Billy.
I'm not sorry, no.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, Borbaugh. Yeah, sorry. Hey.
All right, well, I'm out of breath. How's everybody doing today?
I was, for those who are curious, apologies first off, but I was stuck in a pretty intense conversation with Felicia Day backstage. Well, through the miles and miles of hallways. Because she looks at me, she goes, "You shut up with those gingerbread eyes." I was like, "What does that mean?" You know, they're like right there, and you're made of gingerbread. I was like, "What does that mean?" So it was intriguing. You didn't miss much. You got to see this handsome fella and these wonderful dudes, and Robin Rich. But it's great. Thank y'all for being here. I think who's first on? I think Chicago.
Pleasure. That explains it all. Thank you, Chicago. I think we're finding out right
I
now.
think we are. Great to be here. I'm not going to say those three words. Natasha Bedingfield song. Those three words. Okay, never mind. Sneeze. Hey, you go. Thank you. That was a good big sneeze.
This is going very well.
Glad to be back. Let's go ahead and start. Y'all guys have been waiting for me to talk before. Anyways, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Great.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Amber.
Hi, Amber.
I just have to say you are my favorite.
Thank you, Chicago.
If Soldier Boy... Wait, it gets better.
Okay.
It gets better. And
Soldier Boy, sorry.
if Soldier Boy and Walker...
Yeah. Is this like fuck, marry, kill?
So if Soldier Boy and Walker were to team up against Sam and Dean, who would win and why, and what weapons would they choose to take?
I mean, Soldier Boy has that chest blast thing. Like, what do you do?
So actually his superpower does not count.
Well, in that case,
He can't use his chest blast. Soldier. Okay, but you forget that the chest blast is just like a weapon. He also is a superhero and has super strength.
and a rubber suit.
And bodies.
And a nice ass.
So just his chest power.
So just the chest power is okay. Well, I mean, he's got super strength.
Doesn't mean he can't get shot.
Oh. Amber, will you roll the mic, please? Oh, no, I know. Shoot.
He's not impenetrable, but he won't die. He's not going to kill him.
He can still get shot.
I think a demon slayer
Well, that's just piss him off.
Maybe.
I'm going to go with Soldier Boy Walker, because Walker just sit on his horse and watch Soldier Boy. And Soldier Boy can pick up the Impala and throw it.
That's just rude.
Agreed.
Soldier Boy is rude. I would still agree with Ackles that he still has so many powers. And I wouldn't mind sitting there on a horse with a cowboy hat, chilling out. Thank you, Amber.
Although I do like the thought of like Sam and Dean in the like truck of the Impala, like pulling out every weapon and shooting it at Soldier Boy. Nope, next. Nope. Nope. Nope.
The grenade launcher finally.
Just walks through the smoke and like, nope. Ninja stars.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Brenda.
Brenda.
Thank you guys so much for being here. This is so much fun. And I have a parenting question. I have 5-year-old boy-girl twins, and I know you guys both have 3 kids. I was wondering if you have any parenting advice, because I struggle. I always wanted 3, but now I don't think I can actually manage it.
If you still do want 3, I'll give you one of mine.
Which one?
Odette.
Didn't even have to think about it.
Well, because I know that she will probably hack all of your stuff anyways and still be in contact with me. Probably run away and find her way back home. No, it's funny you asked, Brenda. Congratulations on your twins, boy, girl. I have a funny thing where I don't give advice, but I'll tell you my opinion. And this harkens back to something that Jensen and I experienced on set together. We were scrolling through like memes on an app or something, and it's funny stuff, and fast cars and juicy burgers and all that. And then it scrolled and it said, there comes a point in time where you put your child down and never pick them up again. And you never know when that is. So all those crummy nights or days or little fights here and there, their little brains are still forming. And there's going to be a time, like Tom, my 13-year-old, went from 5'3" before 7th grade to 5'9" a month ago before 8th grade. So he went from an inch shorter than Jen to like 5 inches taller. And he's like a guy. He's like 160 pounds. And he's like, hey, not a word of a lie. I feel like I'm on the set with like Mark Shepard and Jensen and Misha. Oh, hey, Tom, but like he's 160 pounds. You know, Jen's 120. I don't know how much she weighs. Less than 160.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about it. But there comes a time where you're gonna put them down and then come home, and that helped me get through all of that sometimes.
Thank you. I love
Yeah.
that.
No. Thank you. There's that.
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of piggyback on that, yeah, there's, I read something recently, it was like, you know how old are they, 5, you said? So, at the end of the day, putting them to bed, it just seems like their minds turn on. They don't want to go to sleep, they want to stay up, they want to talk, they want to, do things. As a parent, you're probably tired. At dinner, dishes, you got to bathe. You're just like, you just want to like get them to bed, have them go to sleep, so you can like have 10 minutes to yourself before you go to bed. It's in that moment I find that that's where you gotta show up. Because them getting excited and their minds racing at the end of the night is their brains really forming and coming into their own, and there's a safety that they feel, that they need to feel before they turn off. And you don't want to steal that from them. You want to make sure that you're there, listen to them talk for a while, take an extra 10 minutes, whether you read to them or whether you just sit and talk with them or whether you scroll through stupid animal videos. And I've found that has been really beneficial for me and them at the same time.
Thank you.
We're here.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
Hi, Caleb.
Kayla.
Caleb, hi. Nice to meet you.
You too. Hold on, I don't know.
Thank
I
you.
don't like public speaking.
You're great.
Okay. So sometimes I feel like I'm waiting for a more idealized version of myself before I feel like I'm allowed to fully start living and enjoy life. And I was just wondering if you ever felt that way, and if you did, how did you move past it?
Big time. Thank you for sharing that. That's very brave and courageous to share that in front of a giant group of people that I think probably largely would not know. This happened to me, it happens to me a lot. It's happened to me a lot. But during Supernatural, I was 22 when it started. I was 38 when it finished. And part of me always thought, like, okay, I'm gonna get this done, then I can live life. And then after however many 100 episodes plus, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I was like, actually, this is life. And somebody said something to me one time, and they said, you are exactly who you are supposed to be right now. Your nature you were born with, your parents you had, your friends you had, the neighborhood you grew up in, your socioeconomic status, and your nurture, your experiences along the way led you to be exactly who you are right now. And there's one of you. And your experiences moving forward will change you, develop you in many ways. But just try to always remember that you are right now exactly who you're supposed to be. If you were born July 19th, 1982 in San Antonio to my parents, and my older brother, my younger sister 3 years later, you'd be me. And if I was born when you were born, your family, your upbringing, I'd be you. Like, we're all just who we are, and there's one of us. So just take care of that person. And I think, remember, I had a funny talk with DJ Balls, love him, in London. He was talking about he thinks the only unconditional love is from a parent to their child. And I was like, that makes sense, but it didn't feel right. It occurred to me that the unconditional love that you need to give before you can love a child, love a friend, is to yourself. Forgive yourself. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do. And you are who you're supposed to be. So, look in the mirror and smile and say thanks. I love you.
Well said.
I'm Nicole, and glad to be back. Thanks for being here. My question is, when you get a new role, how much creative control are you allowed? Like, is it different projects, depending on producers, or like, how does that work out?
Yeah, it largely depends on the project and what your involvement with it is, what your role is. There's sometimes you're stepping into a show that exists already, so you're just kind of responsible for your piece of the puzzle. And then other times you're part of the development process, which we both have been, and take on more responsibility as far as that goes. But it differs from project to project, is the easy answer.
Makes sense.
Yeah, same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Jean.
So am I. So is he.
I think you're fantastic actors. I just love you. My question is, if you had to choose your dream role, no matter if it was TV, movies, or Broadway, what would it be and why?
The Invisible Man, so I can stay home. That's my answer. That's my honest answer. That wasn't a joke.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not. I don't know if I have a dream role.
Invisible Woman.
Yes. Yeah, but she wouldn't stay home, but she's got stuff to do. Women don't relax. Every role I've been able to be privileged enough to be part of, and a project I've been able to be a part of. They're all dream roles because I'm getting to do what I love to do. And I don't know that there's something on the horizon that I'm like, oh, if I could just do that. Like going back to the question a minute ago, if I get there, then I'll have made it. Everything I do is a dream for me, and I love the fact that I'm able to do it, that I can still perform at the level that I need to, and the fact that I get to still work with amazing people and collaborate with the creatives and have this life and have this opportunity. I don't take it for granted. So there's not a dream role out there. Any role I'm able to do is a dream role for me.
Well, I love you guys no matter what role you're in, so thank you.
Thank you. All right, man. Okay, come on.
You know what? I was gonna say
Wonder Woman.
yes. Honestly, yes, everything he said, and I would like to play the Invisible Man. But if I were to look at roles, where should it be? I don't know. There's a big one. Hi, someone. If I were to go back and look at shows and movies that have already been played out, I would say Sam Winchester because he got to do so much stuff, like from drama to comedy to sci-fi, thriller stuff. I played Lucifer. I played Soulless. I played Demons. So much. It was like I went to acting school for 15 years.
You did. I was tired of being your teacher.
Thanks a lot, baby.
Hey, it's great to be here. It's just an incredible event to be
Isn't it? Yeah, amen. Yeah.
I'm here with my wife and my son, and we were talking earlier, and it's just like, it seems like year after year, life gets so busy, and it's just like, oh yeah, you had a lot last year, here's one more thing. Here's one more thing. It just gets worse and worse, and that sense of just trying to schedule it all. Like, my wife commutes an hour to work every day. And it's just, you're always like, there's just more things. But we look at your schedule, and it's just like, all this convention that's just city to city, all across the country. You both have shows that you've done, that you're working on. And it's like another level over what we have to deal with. How in the world do you do it? It's crazy. Like, not to say like, what's the secret, but what's the secret? How do you do it?
Man, thank you for sharing that. And hi to your wife. I had a funny, this is not an answer to the question, but not unrelated. I remember, so I talked to a few people about this. The first time I went to Chicago, I had bad allergies.
By the way, kudos to whoever nailed that immediately. Like, you're just like, say, I dare you. Just edge of their seats for the past 10 minutes, just ready, locked and loaded. I appreciate that.
I think the first time I've been to where we are, I was a senior in high school, and at the time, I don't think I had ever been on a plane before. I didn't grow up in an economic situation where flying around was part of the option that we would have. It's fine. And so I flew here, and the time since, that was in 2000, in the last 25 years, especially with this family, been able to see a lot of places. And sure, sometimes you're tired, but sometimes everyone's tired. And so I try, it sounds so cheesy, I don't know the right way to say it, like stop the smaller roses. But just to think of like going back to a younger version of myself when I was 8 years old or 10 years old, and going like, hey dude, one day you're gonna sit and you're gonna look out at hundreds of, I don't know people here, a lot of people, and you're all fans of the same thing, and you all have this undercurrent in common, whether you've ever met or not. And so it's such a crazy blessing, tired or not. And we're all tired, and I think Jensen would echo this. We're so fortunate, we're so blessed to be here in front of you guys and be able to do what we want to do for a living and tell stories. I love reading stories, watching stories, listening to stories, and so the idea that I get to be a part of telling a story that y'all like, even though I'm in it, is pretty special. So that helps. When the alarm goes off in the morning, inevitably, I try to remind myself to smile. Because there's a lot to smile for, it could be worse.
I will say the way that I'll speak for him a little bit too, the way that he and I are able to do what we do and how we do it at the capacity that we do it, largely falls on the partners we chose in life. Much like Supernatural, I couldn't have done that for 15 years without this guy right here. My life is very similar. I could not do what I do at the capacity in which I do it without my partner. And that's just it. So I think when you have people in your life that help facilitate that's how you get it done. And also what Jared said, like, we don't have to do this, we get to do this. And I remind myself of that every day, but I'm only able to do it because of someone else. So, thank you.
I'm pregnant and due in 6 weeks.
I'm so sorry. 6 weeks? Somebody wants a third kid over here.
It's my third boy, so if one of you guys had any name suggestions for me.
I think Jared has a nice thing to it.
To be fair, I do have a Jensen already, he's 5.
In that case, I can tell you shit. That's cool. Jensen's a great name. What's your other son's name?
I have a Jensen and a Finland. Finland.
Finland? Finley?
Finley, yes.
Okay.
Hello? Finley.
Yes.
Finley.
You call him Finn?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Like that.
You call Jensen Jim?
Are you looking for like a like kind of an abstract type of name, or are you looking for something more traditional?
Somewhere in the middle, kind of uncommon, but not too unique.
But not crazy.
Right.
Like Seven.
God, it's so personal.